You must be new in town. Let me show you around the neighborhood. We got the post office, the park. Oh, this here's my house. Let me let you in. Don't be shy. Oh, please, after you. There you go.
Look, an indoor shooting star. Make a wish. Okay, that was a false alarm, but you've got to be ready for the real thing. Anyway, come on in. If you're new to the show, every week I take real listener questions down into the sub-basement of imagination, where I get a little help answering them from my neighbors. And speaking of neighbors...
Hey, Mr. T, it's me, Stooley from down the street. My dad was gonna drop me off at the pool today, but he blew his voice out playing car karaoke. He needs surgery.
Oh no, was it Chandelier?
It was Wayne's World, Mr. T. We watched it the night before.
It could have been worse. I've seen many a good man die trying to cover Tom Waits. Today, I will honor their sacrifice with an episode of the show. So, let's head down into the sub-basement of imagination for our music special. I'll see you on the other side.
All right, in this episode, the part of Mr. James will be played by the bassoon. Say hello.
Hey, I'm James. Welcome to the podcast that plays no games. Everything you hear will not be lame. This is me, James.
I wish I had prepared a rhyming, but people know who I am.
Oh, right. Well, I'm ready.
We got our show,
ready.
Our music show.
Now, normally, we would have multiple people on, and they would choose image based off of the user questions. But
Exactly.
It's just me because we couldn't afford to pay Eddie this week.
No, this was a tight week for us.
Yeah. You guys got to step it up on your Patreons. Come on, pal.
Yeah, everyone's reducing from $5 a week, that's our gold tier, to $1 a week. That's our
50 cents. I didn't even know Patreon. I didn't even know that was allowed.
They're just making things up, you know. I think our fans have too much control. That's the problem these days. Fandoms.
Yeah. Exactly. Fans have too much control. I want it to go back to the old days where we, the artists, would be able to manipulate our audience into, giving us their money.
Yeah, real abuses of power.
Exactly. Speaking of abuse of power, I'll go for Charlie Manson in the bottom right corner.
That's right, we got our bingo board here, and the first image you pick, Charlie Manson. Your question is... Yes?
You know what? I was gonna say something, but I probably shouldn't.
Hey, we're learning. We really had to fight this last week, didn't we?
Yeah, you know what? Whatever. I'll say it. I learned how to play a Charlie Manson song on guitar because I was once an edgy youth. But hey, I mean, so did Guns N' Roses, so who's the real villain here? They make money. I don't.
So you can't be a villain.
Exactly.
What is his music like? It's all just Beach Boys style stuff, isn't it? Or did you learn some prison music?
No, he goes back and forth from like crappy surf rock to like folk music. I guess there's some shit that he sang in prison. I learned one of his folkier songs that Guns N' Roses covered. The song's called "Look at Your Game, Girl." Look at your game, girl. You never heard that one?
No, I'm not too hip to all the Manson hits.
To all the Manson hits. Charles, not Charles or Marilyn.
You know what? I hate that you said that because we want to know what the question is. Who is your favorite musical Manson, Marilyn or Charles?
Oh, well, I know you don't like either, so I'm gonna have to go with the Marilyn on a on a technicality, I guess, because
Bigger catalog.
bigger catalog. I like more of his songs. I really only like the one Charles Manson song. All the other stuff is kind of bad. Even if you weren't you know,
A white supremacist carving
yeah.
things in your forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you weren't like a psychotic white supremacist who thought black people were going to bring the world to its end, his music would still not be good.
So, like, even if you're one of those, you listen to it and you're like, eh.
Uh, yeah, like if I had no idea who Marilyn Manson was, and I listened to his catalog, aside from the song "Look at Your Game Girl," I would just be like, it just sounds like some shitty hippie music to me.
Yeah. That's why Brian Wilson kicked him out of the band.
Exactly. But he didn't kick him out as his acid dealer.
Oh, no. I mean, they were friends. Come on.
Exactly, they're pals. Well, I guess on to the next question, right?
Oh, yeah. I got some Manson trivia, though. I heard this, that they changed Luke Skywalker's name, the character's name on set, because his original name, Starkiller, everyone asked if it was a Manson reference.
Oh. Yeah, because that was pretty recent. At
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, like the Manson things happened, like what, 69? And
I mean, they would have had at least 7-8 years. I mean, he was still a household name, you know?
Oh yeah, especially when you kill people who have money. Because that's what he did. He killed famous people.
Well, I only know anything
he
about
himself didn't
Charles
kill
Manson.
Huh?
You know that I only know about his crimes via the historical film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So.
Oh yeah. Well, those people were famous at the time. But anyway, I'll go with Dave Grohl dressing as the devil from the hit movie Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny.
That's right. Your question is, what is better? God damn it. Who is this actor portraying and what movie?
All right.
The question is, what is better for a musician's career, turning to drugs or turning to Satan? I believe it was Jennifer's Body that, they had the line, there are so many of us, indie bands, and we're all so cute. You have to turn to the devil to get ahead.
That, Tim, to me sounds like some Christian propaganda. Because there's not too many like Satan worshiping bands out there, at least in the States. Now,
I don't think you can say that for sure. Obviously, they don't wear it on their sleeve. They don't say Hail Satan before their show. They just happen to have a deal with the devil. You think of any popular band, anyone that's getting 200 million views on YouTube. Maybe they're with the devil.
Okay, well, you referenced a movie about popularity within the music world and deals with the devil. I'm gonna reference a movie with popularity within like music, but with the Illuminati. Have you ever watched the hit movie Josie and the Pussycats?
Oh, I have not. I'd love to though.
I think that is more accurate, even though Josie and the Pussycats are from the Riverdale comic books, which I think is so funny. Yeah,
Now
there's
that
like
film,
a scene.
They're like unwittingly becoming tools of like a Jeff Goldblum run corporation, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's more realistic than
Jennifer's Body. If we're getting into a realism contest here.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. There are bands who worship the devil. Particularly in the black metal genre. there's one really famous band who worship the devil. And I guess maybe they're more infamous. Band called
What did they
Mayhem.
do? Mayhem?
Yes. They were a Norwegian band, and there's there's a few things, I guess.
More than one.
Well, their singer killed himself, and then they did something. The band did something with their body. I don't remember too much what they did. And then
I hope they stuffed him.
their guitar player was killed by another member, if I'm not mistaken. But they also are known for burning down churches and like killing animals, and the whole 9 yards when it comes to Satanism.
And I mean, did they get like anything in return? Did it manifest as material success?
No, I mean they got the dude. One of them got time, and I'm pretty sure he's still in prison.
Well, shucks. I mean, really makes you question your faith in the devil.
Yeah. But then you got bands like Black Sabbath who sing about the devil, but they sing about God just as much. The way they sing about the devil is they're not worshiping him. They just think of him as a concept. And then the same with God, And they sing about how they are just mostly they sing about how they are just like concepts created by people for like profiting.
And for jokes, like when you have one on your shoulder and the other on your shoulder.
Maybe I don't know. Black Sabbath's got a lot of they got a lot of music out there.
And you know me, I only listen to Dabbath.
Yeah, exactly. That is Dio Sabbath.
Post Ozzy or Posy.
Yeah, post Ozzy Sabbath. But Dio Sabbath has got an album that's all about that called Heaven and Hell.
Ooh, good. I'll give it a listen. I say I only listen to Dabbath, but really I only listen to the Mob Rules. So I'm a bit of a poser. Uh-oh, I think I lost you. Last thing I said was I'm a bit of a poser.
Oh, well, last thing I said was I'm going to go with drugs because there are Christian bands who were known to abuse drugs and alcohol, like Creed.
Oh, and they're big. Hey, even I know Creed.
Exactly. And
all right.
their whole shtick is that they write music for God and stuff.
There's got to be. Maybe God isn't anti-drug. Does the Bible say anything about that?
Tim, I haven't read the Bible in almost 20 years.
Well, that's our next sister podcast. Tim and James Read the Bible.
Tim and James Read the Bible! Yeah! When are we going to get signed to Absolutely?
Oh, hey. I mean, well, first we have to move to LA, but it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, well, you and me, against the world, Tim.
Against Absolutely Incorporated.
Yeah, we'll take over. Because we already got half the name. You're Tim.
That's true.
All we gotta do is get the fan base to get used to saying the name James.
Yeah. Hey, it's not a stretch.
Exactly. I'll tell you
just
what
memory
is a
hole.
stretch, though.
Yes.
Mick Jagger's face.
I was wondering if you'd recognize him, because I wouldn't be able to tell who the hell that is.
You're telling me that I wouldn't know who Mick Jagger is?
Well, old Mick Jagger? I tried to find the oldest looking picture I could find. Not oldest picture, but most recent picture of an oldest Mick Jagger.
No. No, I know. Of course Tim, You think I can't notice those lips from anywhere?
That's true. Hey, I'm face blind, so sometimes it's hard for me.
No.
I didn't hear that last bit.
Oh, I just sniffed really hard into my microphone.
That might explain why it was unintelligible.
All
Well, here's the
right,
question.
well then, our edit will be hey, and I'm so blind. Insert snorting noises. Or
I
if
don't
you
edit.
really want to feel frisky, you could just play a Black Sabbath song, but we might get sued.
We might get sued. And I don't edit, so...
Exactly. Tim's the Taurus for it.
Your question is, can a new band take the name of an older, weaker band?
Well,
I'm very...
I don't know about the popular, in the popular, genre of, like rock and roll and pop and hip hop. But I'll tell you this much for sure. In the punk rock community, there are multiple bands that have the same name. There are two bands called the Subhumans. One's from Canada, and one is from England. There are two bands called Fang. One's from America, one's from England. And there's two bands called the Cro-Mags, and they both live in America.
That's suspect. Somebody came first and saw it on a magazine, or it's one of those situations where they think they're the ones that came up with it. Their memory's not so good.
I'll tell you how the Cro-Mags. There's two bands called Cro-Mags because the band members split up, and they didn't want to take each other to court. So there's just two bands called the Cro-Mags now.
All right. I mean, I guess that's better than using the American justice system against your friends.
Yeah, they initially broke up, I believe, in like a knife fight. So I don't know. Once you do that, you don't really bring lawyers into it.
No, okay, good point. I like the idea of recycling band names, though. Like, there is no more The Beatles. Soon, there won't be any more Beatles. I mean, just reuse the name. Have the Beatles 2030. Let someone fight over the name The Rolling Stones.
I believe there's a hip-hop group called Black Beatles, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, if they use the double E or the EA, that's going to color my opinion of them.
I don't really listen to the Beatles, though, so I can't tell you, also, you're acting as if once all the Beatles die, the name and licensing will just be public domain.
Well, I think it should.
It's gonna go to somebody else.
It shouldn't. Names are meant to be used. You can't just lock them away in the Disney vault.
Yeah, well, you tell that to David Geffen.
Why? What's his band?
No, he's the owner of Geffen Records.
Oh, I thought Apple
record
Records
label.
owned the Beatles. Is that Michael Jackson?
No, I don't. I don't know what record label the Beatles were on. Geffen is just a really big, also controversial record label. I know Nirvana was on Geffen.
I think all record labels are controversial. I mean, aren't they all basically
Geffen
predators?
Got a couple accusations on him as of recently. But I mean, who doesn't? Heyo, just
Topical.
kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, he's got a couple accusations under his belt nowadays.
All right. Well, maybe we can start, this trend. Maybe we'll start the new Beatles
podcast.
Yes.
Exposing rich, like wealthy, echelon, like higher echelon businessmen of their sins.
We'll entrap them. We'll, invite them to our houses and stuff.
If Chris Hansen could do it, so could we.
That's my motto.
That straight up is entrapment, though, and that's like not how. I'm not saying I don't have sympathy for any of the predators who got arrested on that show, but it is mind-boggling how that is entrapment. That's
For entertainment,
just,
though.
Yeah, I guess so. But if I wonder if MSNBC will put out a show about like people who are trying to buy drugs and they go to someone's house and then they get arrested for it.
As long as it's for entertainment.
Exactly. That's the American way.
All right, we gotta pick one more.
Yeah, let's do it. I will go with Andy Samberg holding a gun.
Now, I hadn't seen this. I'm willing to bet you've seen this at least once. It's from Dear Sister, the sketch where they all shoot each other. The question is, has anything ruined a song for you the way SNL ruined Hide and Seek for America?
What's hide and seek?
It's the song that goes, what you say? No?
Oh, that song. Okay. First things first, I do not like that song. I didn't like that song when it came out, like on the MySpace days when it was just the one person making that song. And I didn't like that song when it got super popular and like edited down and shit like that. Never liked that song, never will.
But
On that note, have there been songs that have been ruined for me by
anyone, like as an example, I don't think I can listen to the song Hallelujah without thinking of like superheroes fucking in Watchmen.
Okay. Oh, this is a real thinker. I'm trying not to have any dead air on this podcast.
Oh, don't worry. Hey, that's the one thing I can do. There's a truncate silence option in Audacity.
All right. Damn. I can't think of any off the top of my penis, but let me think. I can't stand the song. I guess I can't listen to. Or I guess I can't take it seriously now because of just because of like meme culture. Is the song "Only Time" by Enya?
Oh yes.
Who can say where the road goes? That one.
I know what you're talking about. On that note, what do you call it? The song by Simon and Garfunkel. It gets memed a lot too.
Yeah. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ruined by memes. Another sister podcast.
Yeah, I can't take that one seriously. I can't listen to that one song that came out when I was a middle schooler. Middle or high schooler, I don't remember. Came out a while ago though. Bum, 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 bum. You know that one? I don't know the lyrics.
No, the melody doesn't stand out.
But there's memes to it.
Oh, All Star.
All Star. Oh, but I never really liked All Star to begin with.
The fact that it makes you think of Shrek reflexively doesn't really, it's not a detriment.
Well, I think that was the meme, that it always reminded me of Shrek. Outcast just reminds Outcast Smash Mouth always reminds me of Shrek. I'm trying to think of a song that I liked, but that has just been put in a super corny ass movie. Oh, okay. I know exactly. I can't stand dramatic, borderline dubstep versions of old rock songs. Because you could tell they're trying to modernize these old popular songs with today's youth. For instance, I just watched the new Batman trailer, and
Batman.
yeah, the Batman, not to be confused with the unsuccessful early 2000s Batman TV show with the same name.
Exactly.
That's with Dreadlock Joker. You remember that show?
I remember Dreadlock Joker.
Yeah, he's from the Batman. They had the intro was like, and like at the end they had some dude whisper, "The Batman." Early 2000s.
There were so many.
Anyway, I'm getting off track.
Let's not. Yeah. Hey. Anyway.
Okay. Batman trailer. It's like Batman. The trailer starts with the Riddler taping up someone's face.
The Tape Man,
and it's like
as I like
all
to call
sad and it's like dramatic and gothic, and then you hear underneath the bridge, top is spawn a leak, and right, well, there's the famous Nirvana song, "Underneath the Bridge." I believe no,
Smells
something
like-
in the way.
Smells
Something
like
in the
Under
way.
the Bridge in the way.
Smells like something in the way.
Right.
And then they're playing the song normally until the end of the trailer, where all the action starts and the explosions happen and what have you. And then it's like something in the way. It's just like, oh no. I don't know if it's just alternative rock bands that gets that treatment. Because I remember watching the trailer for The Punisher, the TV show, and they did the same thing for that trailer with an Alice in Chains song. They did that song Rooster. You know, here they come to snuff the rooster, but it's like, I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
And you know, the other end of that is not hard rock getting dubified. It's like, I don't know, adult contemporary getting breathy, cursive female singerfied. It's Eyes of Dr. Dolittle is the only one I can think of right now, but it's got someone singing the Louis Armstrong song, but it's just like, I see skies of blue.
green. And she's playing like fucking 2 to 3 chords on an acoustic guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I saw a trailer for something with that had a cover of Fugazi's song "I'm So Tired," which is it's a good song and it's a pretty sad song. Fugazi, Tim, is a punk rock band. And so when I first heard the song "I'm So Tired" by them, it blew my mind. It was just their singer playing a piano. And there's no other instruments. It's just him and the piano. It's
intimate.
Like, out here, barely feel my breath, surrounded by jealousy and death. And I don't think it was a trailer for something though. I heard it on like some TV show. I heard some breathy white girl, presumably, play an acoustic guitar rendition of it. And I was like, wow, way to really kill the song.
That's our motto. I mean, way to really kill it.
Yep. That's our other sister podcast, where we just ruin various forms of media for people.
It's the one thing we're good at, really.
Yep. That's what you people pay me $1.98 a month for.
Oh, that's me, actually. I'm the only one paying you $198.
Oh yeah. Our audience is paying you like 250,000 a year.
I haven't told you that I've got my own Patreon, and you can only access yours.
Oh damn. Well, oh well. I'm just happy to be part of the team.
Good.
Well, I guess my next square that I will choose will be Starman waiting for the sign. Something, something, David Bowie's. Blah, 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 blah.
David Bowie in an astronaut suit. And your question, Major Tom.
For Major Tom. I probably heard some fucking rendition of that on acoustic guitar too. Some rappy cover. I imagine I've heard it somewhere out there in the ether.
Your question is, should song titles always appear in the lyrics? I'm looking at you, Space Odyssey, Bubba O'Reilly, and The Immigrant Song.
What are you talking about, Tim? There's a whole verse where Led Zeppelin goes, The Immigrant Song. Yeah!
Well, I mean, it's been a while. Maybe you haven't listened to an edit. I don't know. Maybe there's a radio edit.
Yeah, come on.
He stops to say, and this is a song for you, the immigrant song.
Exactly. That's the demo version.
Well, I can't do all the research here. It's hard to look these songs up. You know who else is guilty of this? It's also hard to look up Naive Melody sometimes by my boy David Byrne, if you don't remember the name.
That's true, but there's kind of like an alternative title to that song.
Oh, what is the alternative title?
This Must Be the Place.
That's true. Okay,
and
I guess that.
That is a line he says in the song.
Yes.
It's not like part of a chorus.
Also his other hit, Same As It Ever Was, the title of which I have to think for a moment. Letting the days go by, water hold me under. See, when you choose an obscure line, it's hard to... Once in a lifetime.
Yeah. But he does say once in a lifetime in the song.
True, but it's a deep cut. And I still don't get Bubba O'Reilly.
Fuck the Who.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess. Not a fan of Tommy.
Yeah. Didn't he get caught with something on his computer that
I've only heard bits and pieces. As I understand, I think he said he was going to try to access material as part of a program to, turn people in or expose people. I don't know. You know what? Let the court sort it out.
I was about to say, I guess that's not really my place, because I don't know the Who that well. But
I'm not a detective.
But I am not a fan of their music. Never was, never will be.
It makes it really hard for you to watch CSI.
Oh, I just don't watch it.
Oh, okay. I guess it's not hard at all then.
Yeah. I guess that is also a song that's been ruined by American pop culture.
Yes. The scream at I should know this. Meet the old boss, same as the new boss. I don't know what the song's called though.
Pinball.
Not Pinball Wizard.
Entrepreneur?
Pinball. Song's not about someone who sells pinball machines. It's about a deaf, dumb, and blind kid who sure plays a mean pinball.
Oh, that's like a prequel to Metallica's One.
That's also about a deaf, dumb, and blind kid?
That's about a guy who stepped on a landmine, who lost his arms, legs, vision, and hearing.
Oh, so no, that's the prequel. Pinball Wizard is the sequel.
Oh, yeah, that's your darkness imprisoning me. How did I see absolute horror? I could not live. I could not die. Trapped to myself. Pinball wizard.
Okay, now we don't have to pay for it. You altered it.
Yep. Exactly.
Sounds like you're okay with songs that have completely random titles, though.
Yeah, because we didn't write the songs. You know?
It makes it hard to find. You're looking for that one song, and all you can think of is...
Okay, my point of view on that is if you intentionally name a song title like that, then it makes it seem like you're writing it for other people. You know? It seems like you're trying to write it for the masses, and that's not what people get into music for. People get into music to express themselves. Speaking of which, buy my album on Spotify.
Oh, that's right. And Eddie is your manager, and you see some of that money up front.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I guess I don't technically see it. He just buys me stuff.
Right. And hey, when are you not good?
Ew.
Back to the board.
Back to the board. I will take I guess the guy in the left corner with the gas mask.
Mr. Raver-looking guy. The question is...
Raver-looking guy.
Yeah.
Although I've never been to a rave and seeing some dude who looked like that.
Well, I guess we must be going
raves.
Different raves then.
Anyone dressed like they're straight up in like a... Oh, wait, no, that's a hoodie. I thought it was a hazmat suit for a second. I'm just like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone dressed like that at a rave before.
Well, your question is, what's the newest musical genre you've heard of? For instance, glitchcore, trap, perhaps something else that I'm not currently aware of?
Genres died in the 2010s, Tim.
Oh no. Was this question too soon?
It's more people just nowadays, I feel like, especially because record labels aren't a thing for new artists. I feel like people don't really stick to one genre. At least people who are like not famous, you know, like conventionally, like people that you won't hear on a Pepsi commercial. So this is not including people like Cardi B or like Taylor Swift.
Anyone who could play the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Those people are excluded. Those people are usually pop, some variation of hip hop, most likely like trap or like talk. What I like to call talk hop, where their flow is a little lacking when it comes to the beat, and it just turns into some dude talking over a beat. But hey, if it's what the kids listen to, then who am I to judge it?
Yeah, hey.
I'm going to say this in air quotations, contemporary rock, which is
including
like
such major hits or such major bands as the Jonas Brothers?
No, I'm saying like your Coldplays, to your fucking what's that band? Your Strokes and your Black Keys, your U2s. Yeah, where they're
sort of the music they
considered rock music because there's instruments involved, but the way they are played makes it sound very poppy.
So it's all pop.
Yeah.
Everything's just pop now.
Yeah, pretty much. Everything can everything famous is some subgenre of pop music. But the not so famous bands, usually it's more there's usually more of an element of versatility to it.
So no more
Because they're trying
genres.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess it's not really true if you're a SoundCloud rapper.
What?
But SoundCloud rappers are pretty popular nowadays. Not in the mainstream. Like that one guy, Tekashi 69. That dude's not on a record label, but he's super famous. You know?
Has he ever like gone on tour, or is it all just Patreon?
Well, if you don't know who Tekashi 69 is, Tim, I will just tell you all about him when we are off air.
All right, hey, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Because there's a lot to unpack. But I'll just tell you this: the guy has the numbers 6 and 9 tattooed on his face.
I respect that.
Yeah. That's a commitment if I've ever seen one.
Well, not to the name Takashi, obviously, but
No. To the shtick.
yeah, you gotta admire someone who sticks to the bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and I guess there's my answer. Genres don't exist unless if you're famous.
All right, I accept it. Back to the board, you got 3 more pictures here.
I'll go with anime lady.
Anime lady, that's Hatsune Miku. The question is, behind every great Vocaloid, is there a sweaty man in a mocap suit?
What?
I guess this will also require some unpacking. So Vocaloids are digital actors and singers. They're just 3D models that
Like
that
the
dance.
gorillas.
Yes, exactly. Exactly like the gorillas. But instead of people having to draw it, you just have to put on a mocap suit, and a robot literally does the singing.
Huh. Well, I don't know. Tim, I feel like a boomer when it comes to this question.
It's okay, my friend. I'll fill in with the anime knowledge here.
All right.
But yes, I think there is a sweaty man behind every great Vocaloid because, I mean, if you're going to do a live show, you need someone backstage who can, respond to whatever's going on. I don't think they're all pre-recorded. No one's going to pack a stadium for a pre-recorded 3D show.
I watched, this is slightly off topic. I watched, have you ever heard of the band Baby Metal?
Oh, I think so. Japanese metal band. They're a girl band.
Not quite.
Oh.
So there's 3 singers that are girls. They are the attraction, right?
They get you to pay attention.
Them. However, far upon the distance, you will see a group of just sweaty Japanese dudes just fucking going ham on their instruments. It's like,
and you see, you gotta wonder, is that such a bad thing? It gives them work.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they sold out the Warfield. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a funny thing. Like, they don't advertise the whole band. And the girls, they're doing like they're singing and they're dancing. I don't know too much about it's a very popular K-pop band.
Not Baby Metal?
No, K-pop, not Japanese,
right.
Korean.
We're talking a new band.
Yeah, they're very popular, and I do not
BT.
know their name. BTS, yes. I imagine it is similar to that in the realm of pop music, like you're like run of the mill J-pop because they're like singing and they're dancing like a pop band would. There's just a heavy metal band in the background playing heavy metal music.
I feel like that was an episode of Pelswick.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was all
That's
about
the dude in the wheelchair, right?
yes.
Gosh,
Boy bands
I-
were a thing, and the episode had to do with Pelswick couldn't come to terms with the fact that he liked a boy band until he realized that a bunch of 50-year-old, old musicians were their session musicians.
Oh.
And that was recapping
fun.
Pelswick with Mr. Tim.
I think you and I might be the only the people who listen to this podcast who know who Pelswick are. Or is.
Well, that's what I'm trying to change.
You're trying to inform the masses on the hit early 2000s Nickelodeon cartoon Pelswick.
Exactly. It's always been my
Didn't
mission.
that show take place here in San Francisco?
I think so. I remember
I want to say in the intro, there's like a part where he's like riding around on the Golden Gate Bridge.
I want to say you're right.
I know Amy Poehler's cartoon took place here.
True.
The Mighty Bee?
Yes.
I want to say. Guys, sorry, our knowledge is blurry because these are shows from 15 plus years ago.
And we already
It's
have.
closer to 20.
Oh, yeah. We can go back to the board. I think we've given Hatsune Miku her due.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is, but oh well,
And that's
one
all.
day I might. We got two more. I'll do the barbershop. I was always gonna say quartet.
Probably just couldn't fit them all in the picture. Just because you can only see 3 doesn't mean there isn't a very important singer off to the side. You never know.
That's like us on our podcast.
Exactly.
We've
never mentioned-
Eddie are the wizard projection, like from the Wizard of Oz.
I was going to say it's kind of like we always have a guest sitting in, but we never say his or her name. And, they're just very important. No one knows they're there.
Don't fool the crowd. There's not going to be ever a lady on this podcast.
No. We're just, no one would ever...
Come to terms with it.
I guess you could call our, our hosting style is a bit incellular. We've come to terms with it. But your question
I actually have a chapter about this in my manifesto, but continue.
Is a cappella the one true communist musical form?
Oh my goodness, Tim. I fucking hate a cappella music. Now I know what was ruined for me by American pop culture.
What did they ruin?
You went to a high school for smarty pants. For those of you who don't know, Tim went to a school that was like known for people who were smarter than the average public school attendee. I went to an art school. And I'll tell you something. When I was in high school, right around my junior or senior year, a movie came out
Called Return of the Jedi.
Yes. I am 40 years old. No, a movie came out. What is it called?
Pitch Perfect? Is it?
Pitch Perfect. I blocked that
figured.
movie out of my mind.
I didn't realize it was. I don't think so. I didn't realize that was an a cappella movie.
Oh yeah. It was about a competition. One of the first one to come out. 2012. Okay, yeah. I was a senior in high school. When that movie came out. And let me tell you something, Tim. So my high school is divvied up into departments. I was an actor in the theater department. But there's a band department, like a visual arts department, like the dudes who did drawing, and there was definitely a vocal department. And
Now your theater.
fucking movie came out, every time I had to go to a class that just so happened to be near the vocal department, I would hear somebody singing a fucking song from that movie. And a lot of the songs in it are just covers, but a cappella. But there's definitely one song that is an original from that movie. And it was used with cups. And they called it the cup song. And I would just hear it every day, fucking just nonstop when I'm just going into class. And Tim, I got sick of it.
The Cup Song.
So I sued my school.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, for copyright infringement. Yeah, I got a nice settlement. Let's just say they had to sell a few computers to keep the lights on. Oh well, big loss.
Hey, it's an art school. You think Michelangelo had fucking computers?
Exactly, you fucking art kids. Just sell a few paintings. But yeah, no, I was not a big fan of that movie, nor was I a fan of all the vocal kids singing that song.
And they were vocal kids.
But I'll tell you this much for sure. I guess I prefer that to before that movie came out. A lot of vocal kids were into playing the ukulele because Jason Mraz was still huge at that time.
I know a ukulele player.
Oh, you do, huh?
We should hold an intervention.
Yeah, oh gosh, the early 2010s. Really not a fun time for old Jamesy. And if I had the talent to play the ukulele, maybe I'd be pitching a different tune. I see what I did there?
The sad thing is I just remembered that that's technically our theme song, so strike that from the record.
Well, I don't listen to our theme song, so it's okay.
Yeah, nobody does. Yeah.
They just skip it, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Better than our last one, I'll say. Just kidding.
The one that I personally composed in a GameBoy ROM. And they never composed. Sorry. Yes, to answer my question, a cappella. Is it
I don't give a
true
shit
communist?
if it's communist or not. I don't like it anymore.
All right. Hey, it's sort of the same as I think you could say that about China. You could say that about Russia.
Yeah. You can say that about Cuba.
Yeah.
No, I mean I still like Cuba. But yeah.
You go back to the board, I think we just have the one question.
We have one more question left on the scoreboard. And that's Spidey. I was saving the best for last, guys.
Nice. That's Spidey with a mic.
This question is about the Spider-Man musical. And let me tell you something,
it is.
That is hands down my favorite musical on the face of this planet. Everyone who knows me knows that I'm a big musical theater fan. And they know that my fucking 3 favorite musicals on this planet: Shrek the musical, Titanic the musical, Hamlet 2.
Oh, I was kind of expecting.
But they don't even pale in comparison to Spider-Man the musical.
Spider-Man, Turn Out the Dark by YouTube.
Exactly. But your
question.
I could give less of a fuck than Les Miserables, or Evita, or Miss Saigon. Those are trash. Tim, you want to compare those to such musicals for the gods like Shrek, like fucking Hamlet 2, like Spider-Man? I don't think so.
You're an aesthete. You know what's good.
Exactly. I am a thespian, Tim, and I am a connoisseur of the art form known as musical theater. But continue on with your question. Sorry about that rant.
Oh, no, it's okay. The question is, what other superhero deserves the musical by U2 treatment?
U2 wrote a musical?
Well, I guess you could say that they, wrote the book and the music and it was theirs. Spider-Man was theirs, technically.
Wait, U2 did the music for the Spider-Man musical?
Yes, absolutely they did.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, I have never seen the Spider-Man musical, and I guess I don't really plan to now. I mean, maybe if I was drunk, I'll go see it.
I feel like there's a V1 and a V2 because they basically shut it down and retooled it at some point.
Yeah. That is the second worst. Okay. That's the second worst band musical crossover I've ever heard of.
And the first is?
You've never heard of the hit musical American Idiot?
I have not. Oh, they got a little Green Day musical?
Oh, yeah.
Does it begin with American Idiot, end with When September Ends?
I'll tell you, Tim, I have never seen it, nor do I plan on seeing it. I do not plan on seeing the Spider-Man musical. I do not plan on seeing American Idiot. And I do not plan on seeing the Shrek musical.
Well, it's on Netflix, so
I do not get down to bands, especially rock bands, making musicals. There's only one exception I have for that crossover.
I want to say
rock and roll high school.
Is that a movie?
Yeah! It's the Ramones musical.
Okay. Well, hey, that's one more to add to our list.
Oh, that's such a fun, cheesy movie. I love it. But yeah, I can't get behind Green Day's musical, and I didn't even know that U2. And now there was a chance that I would see the Spider-Man musical until you told me that U2 did the music for it.
I'm positive it's
Now,
Bono and the gang.
Oh my God! Does Bono play Spider-Man?
No, they just wrote it.
All right. I can't do Irish right now. Yeah. Fuck. Oh. I'm Spider-Man. It's you that's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
Very good.
Yeah. Spider-Man's like 5'2". I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Mary Jane. I am not Peter Parker. I am Spider-Man. But Peter, you're the only Irish guy I know. 'Cause this is New York in present day, not the 70s. Mary Jane, I'll tell you something.
Keep talking like that. I'm going to turn myself right side up.
Exactly.
And then you're going to get it.
You're sounding more Scottish. All right, lassie. I'll kick you in the balls if you tell me that I'm Peter Parker one more time.
I think if there's anything we've learned, it's that neither of us should be attempting accents.
Yeah. That's why I left acting, Tim. Because I'm shitty at it.
All right, well, that's as good a place as any to end it.
All right. Well, it was a fun episode. I'll be seeing you on the other side, Tim.
That's right. I'll see you on the other side.
Speaking of music, the sub-basement has great acoustics. It almost sounds like someone is applying a studio reverb to everything I say. Almost. Anyway, I guess it's time you were on your way. You just listened to Mr. Tim's Neighborhood. Credit where credit is due, most additional audio is from freesound.org with links in the description. Mr. Tim's Neighborhood is a comedy podcast you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and MrTimpod.com. Thanks for stopping by.